Okay, now Congressman, what does this all mean for the budget process? Are you confident that you can meet deadlines?
I think so. But what would happen now is there would be determination of the resumption of deliberations on the budget of the national budget. But I don't think it would cure the fact when the House would approve on second reading, and now because it is certified on third reading, a measure where amendments had not been introduced or proposed and then acted upon in the plenary. What would happen now is to continue the tradition of a small
Small
committee
committee.
effecting the amendments, both institutional and individual, as well as uh, committee amendments and personal amendments. That should not happen, but it will happen again because of the lack of time. That is why I was requesting the president in a statement that there should be an additional 4 days from October 19 to October 22 in order to accommodate the process of amending the budget bill in plenary, not in the 40 conclave of a small panel.
But isn't the small committee hearing already a tradition? I mean, in the past, that's what they also did, especially when they were rushing the budget. Are you saying that that should never have been the case and that it should not be done now?
Well, what I'm saying is that there could be traditions, but we should not be blindly following traditions when we see uh, defects in the process. Just for example, amendments being introduced after the bill has been approved on second reading and now on third reading. What are we approving? It's the pristine budget as provided for in the General Appropriations Bill on first reading, which is a carbon copy of the National Expenditure Program proposed by the President.
Pero hindi ho ba nakakatagal yung plenary?
Can we get that again, Luchi?
Isn't a plenary session more extensive, more time-consuming than small committee hearings?
Yes, it is more extensive, but it is more transparent. We need transparency in order that what is being presented in the national budget are duly approved committee amendments in the plenary. But I think this time there will be lack of time again, and
Yes, right.
probably the budget process should be reformed by the new speaker. Not now, because most probably it's now rather
Too
late.
late.
But we can
Yes.
do the reform in the budget process next year.
Well, sir,
Yes,
it
but
is true that we
doesn't
lose
this
transparency.
endanger? No, but now the question to me is, are you still going to be able to meet the deadline if you do plenary for all these amendments?
Not anymore. As I've said, Luci, what I said is the president should call for additional session days so that we could accommodate the proposal, the rejection, and the concurrence to the amendments in plenary. But that cannot be done in the 4-day session.
Yes, sir. So that's why you want the 4 days na extra. But sir, I think we all agree that you lose transparency when you have the small committee. Kasi in effect, you will have backroom dealings without anybody knowing, without anybody being the wiser. My question is this lang eh. What is the temper of Congress with regard to the proposal to have all these deliberations done on the plenary level instead of the small committee? if for example the president does not ask for does not order an
Yes.
additional
What if
4
it
days
doesn't grant?
special session?
Well, if it does not, he does not call for a special session, or the House and the Senate do not amend the legislative calendar, wherein the break will be starting on the I think on the 16th,
17th, sir.
on the 17th,
17th.
on the
Yes.
16th
17th,
Friday, yeah.
then we will have to contend with the time constraints and follow tradition. Although
Which is the small
which
committee.
the small committee, which may be defective, but most probably, as I said, because of lack of time, we will have to abide by that tradition. But next year, I would submit that this new speaker should be able to make the necessary reforms, and so that the budget hearing should be advanced much earlier, provided the president submits the national expenditure program on time.